Quietly teach people your worth. 1. In a world where everyone is trying to be seen, heard, and validated, there is a rare kind of power in silence. Quietly teaching people your worth is not about arrogance or pride. It's about self-respect. It's about understanding that your value does not decrease based on someone else's inability to recognize it. When you stop over-explaining yourself, stop begging for attention, and stop proving your worth to those who are committed to misunderstanding you, something powerful happens. You become unshakable. People begin to notice your absence, your presence, your energy, and your boundaries. And that is where true respect begins too. Most people make the mistake of trying to convince others of their worth. They talk too much, explain too much, and tolerate too much. But here's the truth. People don't respect what you say, they respect what you enforce. If you keep allowing disrespect, inconsistency, and low effort, you are silently telling people that it's acceptable. Teaching your worth quietly means setting standards and sticking to them, even when it's uncomfortable. It means walking away instead of arguing, choosing peace over validation, and understanding that your time and energy are too valuable to waste. 3. One of the most powerful ways to teach your worth is through your actions. Actions speak louder than words, and consistency speaks louder than both. When you consistently show up for yourself, prioritize your growth, and maintain your boundaries, people start to take notice. You don't need to announce your value. It becomes evident in how you live your life. Whether it's in your relationships, career, or personal growth, your actions should reflect the respect you have for yourself. 4. Silence is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality, it is strength. Not reacting to everything, not engaging in unnecessary drama, and not responding to every provocation shows emotional maturity. When you choose silence, you are choosing control. You are choosing to protect your energy. And over time, people learn that you are not easily accessible to negativity or manipulation. That alone increases your value in the eyes of others. 5. Boundaries are a key part of teaching your worth. Without boundaries, people will test your limits endlessly. But when you clearly define what you will and will not tolerate, you set the tone for how others should treat you. And here's the important part. Boundaries are not just words, they are actions. If someone crosses your boundary and you do nothing, you've just told them it's okay. Quietly teaching your worth means enforcing your boundaries without guilt or apology. 6. Another important aspect is self-investment. When you invest in yourself, your skills, your health, your mindset, you naturally increase your value. You become someone who is focused, disciplined, and self-aware. And people are naturally drawn to that. You don't need to chase attention when you are becoming someone worth noticing. The more you grow, the less you feel the need to prove yourself to others. 7. Stop seeking validation from people who don't appreciate you. This is one of the biggest traps people fall into. You keep trying to win over people who have already decided not to value you. Instead, redirect that energy into yourself. Validate yourself. Appreciate yourself. When you do this, you stop depending on others for your sense of worth. And ironically, that's when people start valuing you more. 8. Your time is one of your most valuable assets. How you spend it says a lot about your worth. If you're always available, always saying yes, and always putting others before yourself, people will take advantage of that. But when you become selective with your time, when you prioritize what truly matters, people begin to respect your schedule and your presence. Scarcity creates value, and your time should not be given freely to everyone. 9. Confidence plays a huge role in teaching your worth. Not loud, boastful confidence, but quiet, grounded confidence. The kind that doesn't need approval. The kind that knows its value without needing to announce it. When you carry yourself with confidence, people can feel it. It shows in how you speak, how you walk, and how you handle situations. And that energy commands respect without saying a word. 10. Learn to walk away. This is one of the hardest but most powerful lessons. Walking away from situations, relationships, or environments that don't respect your worth is not a loss, it's a gain. It shows that you value yourself enough not to settle. And when people see that you are willing to leave rather than tolerate less, they begin to take you seriously. 11. Consistency is key. You can't demand respect one day and accept disrespect the next. People learn how to treat you based on what you consistently allow. If you want to teach your worth, you have to be consistent in your standards, your behavior, and your boundaries. Over time, this consistency builds a reputation, and that reputation speaks for you even when you're not in the room. 12. Stop over-explaining yourself. You don't owe everyone an explanation for your choices. The more you explain, the more you invite unnecessary opinions and judgments. Sometimes, a simple no is enough. Quietly teaching your worth means being comfortable with not being understood by everyone. Not everyone deserves access to your reasoning. 13. Protect your energy at all costs. Your energy is what fuels your growth, your happiness, and your peace. If you're constantly drained by negative people or situations, you won't be able to show up as your best self. Be mindful of who you spend your time with and what you give your attention to. People will respect your worth when they see that you respect your own energy. 14. Self-respect is the foundation of everything. If you don't respect yourself, it will be difficult for others to respect you. This means keeping promises to yourself, speaking kindly to yourself, and not settling for less than you deserve. When you have strong self-respect, it reflects in everything you do, and people can't ignore it. 15. Remember, you are not for everyone, and that's okay. Trying to be liked by everyone will only dilute your value. Focus on being authentic, being real, and being true to yourself. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to prove it, and those are the people who truly matter. 16. Growth is a silent process. You don't need to announce every step you're taking. Let your results speak for you. When people see your progress, your discipline, and your transformation, they will naturally start to respect you more. Quiet growth is powerful because it's real and undeniable. 17. Don't chase, attract. When you focus on improving yourself and building your life, you naturally attract better opportunities and better people. Chasing often comes from a place of lack, but attracting comes from a place of abundance, and people can feel the difference. 18. At the end of the day, teaching people your worth is not about them, it's about you. It's about how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, and what you allow in your life. When you master that, everything else falls into place. 19. If you found this message valuable and you want more content like this to help you grow, build confidence, and take control of your life, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Your journey to becoming your best self starts with the choices you make today. 20. Subscribe now and join a community that is focused on growth, discipline, and self-respect. Because the moment you start valuing yourself, the world has no choice but to follow.